yeah, for some reason he's convinced that I'm out to ruin his job or ruin the CAC, but on the contrary, I'm the one that's going to be helping its reputation grow the longer I'm there. It's already become a destination art museum in Los Angeles. Yeah, Franklin's just paranoid that I'm going to be doing something stupid, but I know what I'm doing. I know my work. This is something I've done my entire life. So he feels I'm incompetent, but that's not the case. It's nothing new. He's very much a worrier when it comes to me, but I've come to accept it. I just do my job.
Yeah. And remind me how long you've been at this gallery?
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
And he's still just worrying about things. And would you mind giving me an example of what it looks like, this pushback from Franklin?
It's just constant calls, filling my voice box of how's the exhibit set up, how's Alan Barnes communicating, is she cooperating, is she into the exhibit, is she going to be donating some of her work, is she going to be funding herself, is she expecting us to pay her, that kind of thing. All the mechanics, he's just always constantly questioning and asking. He doesn't need to. It's at this point it's comical. I've very much proven my abilities, and he seems determined to ignore any positive thing that I do. So again, I've just kind of accepted it at this point.
Sort of a fact of life.
Very much so. Regarding him, anyway. I don't know. I've thought potentially about, once this exhibit is done, about seeking something new. I've gotten a few offers for a director of a few museums in New York. It's a big change across the country. They are wonderful exhibits, and I would love to be a part of them, but I'm not ready to leave Tina behind.
Yeah.
Still not ready to do that. She got a lawyer. That's the one thing she told me this week. It's the only kind of information I got from her. Joyce Wishnia is her name. She's a very well-known lawyer, especially in the LGBTQ community. She's famous. She does a lot of work for same-sex adoptions for children, but she also works on separation and divorce for LGBTQ couples and the legalities of that. So it was an unexpected step in a direction that I wasn't anticipating. And she still refuses to talk to me. Now I've been officially and legally required to go through her lawyer first, and it just seems asinine. It seems so ridiculous. It was just another... in fact, it was the thing that pushed me to find cigarettes because it was so frustrating and so hurtful to know that she feels like she can't talk to me or that we can't work this out. It was just disappointing. There's no one. Yeah, she seems so convinced that we're not supposed to be together, and that she can't forgive me, and that I'm not ready to take responsibility for my actions, which I'm trying to do. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
No, please.
Yeah, it's just frustrating. This week has been going relatively smoothly. In fact, everything was going very well with Alan Barnes and getting the exhibit set up and working out the legalities and the steps with her, but hearing from Tina and her lawyer set the week off track a little bit.
Yeah. Has Tina called you telling you that she got a lawyer, or you just heard directly from her lawyer?
It was an email.
Yeah.
Tina sent to me.
Wow.
Simply just saying that Joyce Wishnia will be in contact with me. That's all it said.
You use the word frustrating.
Yeah. Yes, it's frustrating because my life partner of 7 years isn't willing to have a single conversation with me about what I've done and about hearing my end of it. I've tried. I've left her so many voice messages. In fact, this week, I don't know, I couldn't even count how many I left. Yeah, the fact that my life partner of 7 years won't listen to me, and I know this is something that I talked about last week, but it doesn't stop. I'm still so frustrated because she doesn't seem willing. And the thing is, Shane, do you remember my friend Shane that I talked about earlier? She told me that through another one of my former friends that Tina is staying with right now, that Tina has been very upset, and she still hasn't contacted me or tried to talk to me, and it's infuriating because I know this can be worked out between the two of us, and she's not giving it a chance. And now we've got this lawyer on our hands, and it just adds a whole nother step of difficulties that doesn't need to be there. Because adding a lawyer is just going to make everything so much more complicated, and it doesn't need to be. That's why I'm frustrated. Pardon, I have something in my eye.
No, you're fine. Sounds like that whole business of getting a lawyer was a pretty significant step that blindsided you.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Which is understandable.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I personally think it's absolutely unnecessary. I don't know.